newbie director skills, dialogue and camera tips.
Think about your favourite films and tunes.
Have you ever noticed how pro directors cut or move their camera angles every 3 to 5 seconds? Except for explainers and other special exceptions. You can achieve this several ways too, by filming scenes from different angles and then cutting them together like a pro director in other software like Free Hit Film, or by faking it inside Cartoon Animator in 3 easy steps. Don't panic! Wait, you can panic a little. Perfect example of what happens when we mix high-quality characters like me, Garry Pye's Viking Girl, Gudren, with all my lovely clean lines around my skin, hair and body, with these budget-quality eyes and mouth that came from G3 Martha character in CA4. They look awesome in wides, sure, but crikey, Annie, what were you thinking? You knew we had close-ups in this film, sheesh. I should wait here until you give me back the face Garry made for me, or fix all the cheap sprites manually. Okay, right, now where were we? Oh yeah, don't panic. This works in both CTA3 and CA4, and it's so easy you never even need to use record mode. Just load and render everything using normal stage mode. That's what most newbies do anyway.
Yikes!
It's much easier than trying to keyframe zooming and panning with limited camera tools in record mode, but this usually means they film most scenes as wide shot, and why viewers can lose interest so quickly. Our eyes are attracted by movement, so to be eye-catching, keep your story moving, literally. So how do we fake camera movement? First, get comfy. Load all your scene elements, then just fake out by hiding everything we don't need, showing everything we do, and when it's time to move, skip ahead only 1 frame for a jump cut, or 5 to 10 frames for a transition that slides sexily from one scene to the next. In fact, I made this whole tutorial in only one project, never using record mode, and never moving my camera using any zoom, pan or move tools. That's how awesome Cartoon Animator can be. No wonder it used to have the word crazy in its name. I did cheat a little though, by using a few animated backgrounds that are either free or for sale through the link below. So which camera angles do we need for dialogue and other scenes? First, start with an establishing shot to show viewers a rough idea where and when your story begins, and which mood and genre to expect. For example, this establishes a medieval setting, while this establishes a space story. You can also start with a wide angle indoors, just so long as you give enough clues about where your story is set. Next up are medium wide shots and medium shots to start introducing your characters. A medium shot is roughly from waist up. It's like inviting your viewer into the conversation. Isn't that right, my friend?
Indeed.
If you like mysteries and horror, you might also try special zoom angles for establishing shots, so you reveal only the barest essentials at first. There's just so many fun skills to help take your work to the next level.
Yeah, that can also mean coming and going from any angle of the screen.
And that's it for newbies. When you get the hang of these basic steps, then try the really cool transitions like an audio match cut, where you use music or sounds from one scene into the next in a different style. Or my personal favourite, a pass-by match cut, where something moves past your scene dramatically in the foreground, allowing you to change the background secretly to something completely different in a way that still makes them seem related. Voiceover scenes can help add variety too.
Indeed it does.
We don't need to wait until the start or end of sentences before changing the camera angle or zoom.
Indeed.
And here's a trick for animating dialogue that normal film directors can't do. We can load all our actors and their backgrounds into the same space. Overlapping them is fine. I think I mentioned that already.
Indeed you did.
But it's worth mentioning again, because we can use show and hide to make dialogue more dynamic and dramatic, while also saving hours of camera switches and editing later.
Indeed.
You say that a lot.
What?
Indeed.
Do I? I had not noticed.
Ha, yeah, right. So now you tell me, What's your favourite tip with dialogue and cameras?